Comrades, I greet you. I am Admiral Andre, and it has been quite a long time since the last episode, but we are here. So let's continue. Actually, it's quite a shame because even on the weekends now I've got quite a lot of research work to do, but I have not forgotten our game and we just continue. It might be once in a while, but hopefully in the coming week or so I'll be able to upload a few more episodes. Anyway, with that said, let's see what happened last time. I think, yes, that was what we did. We freed New South Sudan as well as Heglig, and then in response, Kenya left our glorious alliance here. But nevertheless, we just now have to keep a focus on maintaining this relationship that we still have with the remaining partners and not lose anybody else. So after that, of course, we still plan to take over Malawi and the DRC and possibly Tanzania. I'm not sure about Madagascar. We can still try that. I think it will be a cakewalk. Somebody did mention, and I'm very glad about that. Let's just have a look under the projects. I think if we look at is it the unique projects? Somewhere that we can reduce our warmonger level. Globe Vision, Big Brother, it's one of these, I think. Guns Are Us, or perhaps under the ad hoc actions. Diplomatic offensive. Relations with the whole world will increase and the warmonger decrease will be obviously increased. So that sounds great actually. As soon as we're done with the advanced Star Wars system, I want to implement this permanently. Or what does it need? Embassies. That's interesting. Now where do we get that? Let's have a look. I don't recall seeing that anywhere before. But yes, the international things, we've never really focused on this. I think this is then where we need to start now. Specifically embassies and international actions, and then we can see other things as well. So this is something I've regretfully neglected, but you know, it's almost like a demonstration of our strength, because up to this point now, it's been 60 years since the game started. I'll just let the clock run. But we haven't ever really bothered with, you know, international diplomacy and that sort of thing. It's almost like a snub to the rest of the world to say, hey, it's now our time and we don't care what you think. But now I think it's time for us to turn outwards and not in a conquering way. Is anything else happening? Yes, this thing with Japan and Russia is still ongoing, and Japan seems to be doing very well. Let's see. Oh yes, I'm sure the Russians will bring some more reinforcements, but right now they are quite outnumbered and I'm sure outmatched as well. That'll be interesting. Definitely this Sakhalin, I think this, yes, will go to Japan at least. Advanced Star Wars system in a galaxy far, far away. Excellent. So now we are even more secure against nuclear attacks. So let's have a look. Embassies, I think, is the first one. Permanent diplomatic missions in capitals all over the world. And again, this will decrease warmonger quicker. It's actually surprising we've managed to get as far as we have without that. Oh well. Let's see. Yes, the Sudan peace treaty will expire in about 1 year, but that's fine. I don't plan on ever going to war with them again. What does South Sudan want? We can help you with your financial trouble. Do we have financial trouble? I don't think so. By consolidating all your debts, we can offer you a much lower interest rate too. Debt interest plus 85%. I guess probably what that means is it's 85% as opposed to 100%. Okay, well, let's do it if they're willing to help us consolidate our debt. I think that's actually a prompt to start repaying it, which we can basically do in one go. So that consolidation is now pretty useless. Oh well. And that's that. Our income is, I think, at a record level now, almost 3,000 per month, I suppose. And I remember when it was only in the few hundreds. Let's just have a look at the stock exchange. Obviously, our relationships with the rest of the world have a direct bearing on the income that we get. So the embassies and all the other diplomatic research will directly lead to financial rewards. So I think this is now again the formal awarding of positions, and we are actually closing on the US quite surprisingly. I remember we were half of what they had before, but now it's only about 8,000 difference. So it's actually foreseeable that we can supplant them. We still need to add another country to the stock exchange there. It's going to take a while, but it will be achievable, I think, to just depose the US. And Ethiopia left the bloc. Did we ever get a warning for that? Unless it showed up here, but I didn't see it. There's a 23% chance, but now it seems relations are very damaged. Oh dear. So let's make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Now we've lost two of our biggest partners. This is very unstable. At least the Angola one is sort of not changing. Let's see, what about the others? Of course, New South Sudan likes us because that was a recent addition. Uganda is very happy. And that's it, I guess. Well, it's a bit surprising, but okay, we'll fix it in time. That relationship just needs to improve again. The stock exchange in Singapore was closed due to the actions of spies. I wonder, do they actually have a sizable stock exchange or not? How do we find out again? Just have to look as soon as we are able in 16 days. Stock exchange opened by the United States. That's a pity. This is the biggest partner that we've got, so we're going to have to sabotage that. I'm sorry, but our money really depends on it. Slander with a 60% chance, so it's more likely to succeed than not. It costs us quite a pretty penny, but we've got that money. Do it. Let's hope it succeeds and enough to close their stock exchange. It's nothing personal, it's just we don't want to lose another partner. Should just take them out here for now. Okay, so we can add somebody else. Let's have a look. What are our prospects? France is still not taken. I think it had its own before. What does Singapore say? 0. Oh dear, that's not good enough. Indonesia 2. Of course, that's not a reflection of the final amount. See, Australia 10. You see, much better as a base level. Anybody else? Anyone better? France maybe again 10 as well. They're usually in conflict with the Germans, and then we have to pick a side, so I would like to avoid taking France if I can. Alright, Australia, I think you're back. Welcome back. Especially your money. It's more than Brazil or South Korea. Alright, so we have to wait about 300 days before we can ask the US again, so hopefully we can sabotage it before that. Russia is not in the mood for giving up yet, so that war might carry on a long time. Let's see, nothing else? It's pretty quiet other than that. Well, seems I've spoken too soon, you know. Nationalist movements in Ireland. Irish patriots want to finally unite all of Ireland, by force if necessary. We're living in interesting times indeed. I don't think they'll succeed unless they have strong partners there. The UK also has a bloc, so I don't think it will succeed, but at least we know that ambition has now resurfaced there. So we're still busy with the advanced industries in Johannesburg. These are multi-year projects, but very important, I think, for the longer-term development of the country. Let's have a look at the unemployment. Still 0. Well, that's obviously very utopian. That will never happen in real life, but not complaining. Not at all. Let's see, militarily we are almost at our full capacity. I'm not going to recruit anyone else right now. I think this might be affected as well by the bloc members leaving us. Uganda is bankrupt. I think we should invest in them just Okay, we can't make an investment. Nationalist movements in the Netherlands now. Belgium used to be a part of the Kingdom of Netherlands. Many aggressively thinking people at the top of the country hope that soon it will be once more. Well, that was many hundreds of years ago, so good luck, but I don't think you'll succeed. Was a complete disaster. Our spies were caught by the US agents and our reputation suffered. Well, it was all just a misunderstanding. When can we try again? 140 days. Not too bad. So, where were we? Let's see. Oh yes, Uganda. So we can't make an investment, but we can help them. Of course, we lose HDI for a while, but it's worth it. I can't think of a good reason to have bankrupt members in our bloc. And now they already think about leaving. Hopefully that will stem that. So that will take about a month to implement. The embassy is almost done. That's quite a low-level technology. That's why it's going so fast. Implemented. Okay, that should help us a lot. What else is there? Currency wars. Relations will go down. No, I don't want that. Let's see, spy networks gives us a score there. Diplomatic missions, warmonger decrease. Okay, so a lot of these lead to warmonger decrease. Let's do the international actions first. Use embassies to improve your perception around the world. Definitely. I can't see a reason not to do that. Now, is there any prospect of getting Kenya back again? It's going to take quite a bit of work to improve the relationship, but I'll try. Then we must wait a while. The warmonger level has now gone up again because of the failure in the US. Before we can take over anyone else, it's going to be quite a bit of a struggle with the DRC because they consist of 4 parts and we'll have to take over one at a time. Success with Uganda at least. Now they want to leave even more urgently. What's going on here? Just say improve relations. Hopefully it succeeds. And Kenya is almost done. Success. Okay, so that's probably not enough. No, not nearly. It does seem once they leave the bloc, their relations with us is very bad to start off with. So even the help will not bring it up to level 84. So for the foreseeable future, I don't think we'll have them back. Let's just make sure that... success at least. So Uganda is happy again. Let's do the same with everyone else, just to be sure. I'm not going to bring Heglig in. I don't think that will be worth it. Would it be possible to bring the DRC in? That might be a more satisfactory solution than taking them over. Well, I don't know. We can have a go. I think this international action and all of that will also help to improve relations, and maybe that will be better in the longer run. So we can rather focus on Malawi and these one province countries. Bomb threat. We've received a demand from a terrorist group. They're threatening to detonate explosive planted at the center of our cities unless we pay them. That is never going to happen. Forget it. Track them down and send in the special forces. Do it. Failure with Angola. Oh well, there was no risk of them leaving. Failure in New South Sudan. What's happening? Our diplomats are not doing so well. It's going to be a while before we can try again. Pacified the threat with maximum prejudice. Good. That's the only way we should treat terrorist threats. Peace treaty between Ethiopia and Sudan expired. Oh, but that's because of our whole bloc there. West Yugoslavia left the bloc of Ethiopia. Okay. Failure again with the Congo. So that's 3 failures in a row. That's not good. A crucial political debate is coming. What strategy should we take? Focus on our candidate or undermine the opponent? Well, I know what Trump would do, but that's another issue. Let's focus on our candidate. Improve relations with Sudan just to mend fences there. When can we try again? A few months. Oh well. So I think maybe that will be better. Then we'll have a single block. Our candidate has won the debate. Excellent. So project maintenance, unhappiness goes down, score is always welcome. So if we can have a block that stretches from coast to coast, that will be amazing, I think, just to sort of be a bulwark against any other aggressive tendencies that Nigeria or Egypt might have. Peace treaty between... Wait, stop. Success at least in Sudan, but there's things important happening here. Peace treaty, Russia and Azerbaijan. Yeah, block of Japan and block of Russia. So let's see what happened there. I'm sure Russia has lost that one. And Sakhalin is an independent country now. It's strange why Japan wouldn't just try to take them over. That is their goal after all. Oh well, I guess it will now be a puppet regime to them. But it's very good and interesting to see Russia humbled here. The health project is done. Let's see if we get a new one. That's a nice bit of score there. Air superiority, airplane 2. Ruling the skies is half the battle. You need to activate the airbase system. Let's have a look. We should focus on diplomatic efforts right now, but... the airbase system. I have no idea where I would find that. Combat, it must be here somewhere. Let's have a look. Advanced tanks, advanced air force. Supply air. Not seeing anything about an air base. That's interesting. Let's go back to the tasks. Can I click on that? Okay, now it's bringing me here again, but I'm missing it. Maybe it's the advanced air systems or something like that. Oh well, that will have to wait. I don't think there's a rush for us to do that anyway. So let's rather focus again on the international efforts, and so we're working on international actions. Let's get diplomatic missions. Look for skilled specialists abroad to help improve productivity at home. So obviously it's diplomatically related. And we can get another stock market member. But now first I would like to try and sabotage the US again. This might just fail horribly again, but there's always the chance that it will succeed. If it doesn't, I think we'll just take France. It will be a pity and quite a blow to our income, but actually now we're over 3,000 again. So yes, but still it will hurt, but if it's unavoidable for now, then it's okay. Of course, in the long term, we can try to undermine the US again. Philippines declared bankruptcy. I think they did before as well. So we're getting just a series of failed states now, essentially. It's surprising Pakistan hasn't come up again, but I'm sure it will happen soon. Let's see. Africa is always quiet. Seems like there's nothing really happening here. So let's see if we can't improve relations again. Now, Uganda is more important, but I think, oh yes, we've done that now. DRC was the other one. Still 11 days. Pakistan is bankrupt. What do you know? Speak of the devil and you step on his tail. Well, I'm not saying Pakistan is the devil. It's the bankruptcy that's the devil. So a lot of diplomatic efforts happening now. Come on, US. Your stock market is a disaster. Japan, okay, they're trying to spy on us now. Let's hope they don't turn their aggressive tendencies on us. Improved relations in Angola was a success. So they are our closest partner, I think, and we need to keep them. Come on, US. Was a complete disaster, and we get more warmonger level. So they seem to have upgraded the CIA and the FBI now. They haven't been firing any directors lately. Someone conducted nuclear sabotage against our country. Well, that must be either the US or the Japanese again. Let's have a look. So we lost some of our weapons here. We only have 28 at the moment. It's not really a big issue for us to improve them. Let's actually get a few more. We can get up to 278. I think that's a bit extreme. Let's get 50 or so. That should be fine, just to give a signal that we will not be deterred. So since that's failed now and failure again in the Congo, what's up with our ambassadors right now? Let's ask France if they'll consider. I think it will be a good idea just to mend fences with them as well. Get some diplomatic efforts there. So at least, yes, you see our income has dropped now. I don't know why, because the US already left. But it does change quite regularly there. It fluctuates a lot. Oh well, as long as it doesn't drop too far. What's this? Space migration, Switzerland. Masses are looking for a better life among the stars. People are leaving Earth and moving out to the space colonies. Of course, we are not here because these are all the non-spacefaring countries. So I guess these are the ones that are now having people emigrate from there. Well, if they're willing to be part of our society and, you know, pay tax eventually in space, then of course they're welcome. Slander, success, okay. Pakistan, success with France at least, so they were convinced by our sincere efforts. Come on, DRC. Let's have a look. So we need 84. So if we get the improved relations, let's see, help country will give us about 10 if it succeeds. So that brings it up to 67. I don't think we'll have enough, honestly. We might just have to wait for these diplomatic things to take effect and improve relations more strongly, because that will not be enough to convince them to join our bloc. What other bloc actions can we take? Political integration, centralization, bloc maintenance will drop. I think we can do this. Why not? Activate that. It's only the 3 of us now. That's a pity. What's this? Oh, I almost clicked on this because it was the previous screen. Anyway, space shuttle launch. Should we resume our space shuttle program? Well, you know, we never had a space shuttle program, but definitely. So, okay, this is now going. Now, where's the space shuttle thing now? Is it just now a permanent feature? Just a lot of stock exchange things. Oh well, so we have a space shuttle now. I didn't even look at the costs. I don't care. I must have it. What else is happening here? Centralization will take quite a while, but that's okay. But that's it. So we get no follow-up to that space shuttle. Hopefully soon. Nigeria status. Have we fixed that? I think so. Where's the US in all of this? Only 2%. Oh well. Next elections are coming this year, so militarism must remain high. Personal control will go down a little bit, that's fine, and current interventionism will also go down. I think that's also alright. Arms trade. We received a trade offer from a third world country. That wouldn't be anything unusual, Burma, except for the fact that they want to buy arms. It's good, easy money. Easy money is not necessarily clean money. But we don't know where it came from, and we do know what they're going to do with our guns. Well, then we're not going to do it, sorry. Let's rather take the score. They can hate us all they like. They are a non-issue for us. But I'm not going to soil our hands with their blood. So what else? Let's see. Warmonger level is going down quite fast. I'm very pleased with that. So that was very good advice. Thank you. Let's project implemented. So that was the international actions. So speaking of the advice, now we can also get the diplomatic offensive. So finally, it will cost a bit of money to maintain, but I mean, we're getting 3,700 now. So clearly that was because of the diplomatic efforts to improve relations. So do it. Mass focus on embassies to maintain a good image in the eyes of the world. So it's almost like an information assault, you know, to make sure that we put a good image on our country. Let's see. Anything else interesting? No one wants to make a deal? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe we can invest in our partners. 40% chance, but I think that will still be worth it. Uganda and South Sudan. The money is just rolling in. Project implemented, so the diplomatic offensive is now active and we can get something else. Fight unemployment. There's no reason for this. We have zero unemployment anyway. Super Parents Grand Lottery. Special lottery available only to those with progeny. So this will lead to more population growth. Well, since we don't have any unemployment, I think that's actually a good thing. So basically that means we don't have enough workers in the country. That went fast. So let's see, anything else? The Great Offensive. That's not necessary right now. International spy networks. Let's focus on all of these things in this episode. Well, at least as much as we can. DRC, are you truly not willing to improve relations, even if it won't be enough to get them in our bloc? I still think it's a good idea for now, so we'll focus our efforts on Malawi and Madagascar for now. Colony crisis, and of course it's with our new stock market partner. I knew they would bring trouble. Countries with space colonies are keeping all the resources for themselves. It's the same story, you know. And that's just being a bit too jelly. So they want our colonies and all that, but they didn't want to pay when it was time to pay. So tough luck. Let's have a look. Maybe we can so long get a core on Malawi. Still, the gap is staying more or less the same. Influence gain a core. Just have a go. Hold on. What happened? Must make sure I pick the right country here. Okay. Do it. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Failure in Angola, so the money was lost there. But business doesn't always work out. There is some success with the DRC at last. Failure in Uganda. That's not good. And what? Investment flourish. Oh, at least there's one success. Was a huge success. We can harvest the goods we want. Only 10 score. That's not going to help us too much. Let's take the money. I know that's not really necessary right now, but we can use it for all the military research later that will cost so much. So that's now done. Let's have a look what else we can do. Diplomatic missions 2. Start to work closely with local governments at our diplomatic institution to improve the prestige of our country. So that's more score than 10 at least. And the decrease of the warmonger level again. So even more. Excellent. Maybe we should also try with Madagascar for now. Someone conducted a crease relation in block operations against our country, and immediately Uganda wants to leave. You see, they're very fickle, it seems. Oh well, let's see if we can fix that. Definitely someone is trying to sow discord between us. Wrong one. And oh yes, this one I can't get a chord. I keep forgetting that because they're not a neighboring country, so we're just gonna have to straight take them over. Cambodia is now bankrupt as well. Australia is degraded. Okay, I just gotta fix that again. Where are they? They're giving us a decent amount of money there. Success with Uganda, so they placated again. They're not going to leave us anytime soon. Cambodia, why are you now bankrupt? This wasn't yours before, so there was clearly a war here with Vietnam, I think. Was this Laotian? I'm not sure, but I don't think... Was that really part of Cambodia? I guess so. I mean, the name is Eastern Cambodia. I'm just not certain, you know. Anyway, stock market manipulation. There are vague accusations floating around in the financial sector about certain manipulation. Perhaps we should investigate. Money, so on and so on. Of course, we'll investigate. Yes, I think that is really part of Cambodia. I'm just not used to looking there on this map. Let's see, nothing from the ocean bases or Antarctica or space or anything other than other countries wanting to get a piece, but seems pretty quiet. Whatever happened with the space shuttle? Makes me want to play Kerbal Space Program again. Try to build another space shuttle. Anyway, liberal revolution. The liberal revolution is taking the country by storm. This could result in a disaster considering that elections are just around the corner. So what do we have? Fight it, unhappiness, nothing can be done, militarism goes down, absolutely unacceptable. Accept personal liberties, only 1 and 4, that's fine. Personal liberties, I have no problem with that. Centralization is almost done. There we go. Sakhalin joined the bloc of Japan. I'm sure eventually they'll just incorporate it. So they went the route of less warmonger level and vassalized them essentially, even though you can't really do that in this game. 2% chance. Uganda, what is it with you? Can I help you? Let's help you again. Water conflict with Mexico now. And there goes my clock again. It's time to end off this episode. And on a perfect note with the elections happening. 2082. So what happens? If we accept, then interventionism will go down. Personal control will drop greatly, which is, I think, essentially a good thing. You know, we don't want to be too dictatorial. And militarism remains exceptionally high, maximized, which I think is good for our national security. So we'll just accept the changes. And I think we'll leave it off here for now. Even Angola wants to leave now. And I don't know if can we improve relations. I'll just implement this for now. Then we'll see the results in the next episode. So that's them. Gainer Core is active. All these efforts are still ongoing. And Block Integrator is done. So we're now centralized. So the maintenance should drop as well. So all in all, I think a very productive and enjoyable episode. I do regret when I'm not uploading and playing this game because I really do enjoy it. But hopefully this week I'll find some more time. In any case, thank you for bearing with me. I know this is not the most speedy channel. I should have a tortoise for my avatar or something. But any case, there we go. I hope you enjoyed. And also hope to see you next time. So thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. And hope you had a fantastic weekend as well.